Assalamualaikum and hi. I'm Mazlina Rahman from SK BANDAR Uda 2, Johor Bahru. I'm teaching English language year 5 and 6. I hold a degree in teaching English as a second language, TESOL, and I am the head of English language panel of my school. When the world was struck by the COVID-19 pandemic back in 2020, all schools around the globe were forced to close. The education systems were forced to look for alternatives to traditional face-to-face lessons and classroom. As a result, home-based teaching and learning became the buzzwords in the education landscape. So, how do I manage my Pdpr or home-based teaching and learning? What do I do to ensure that no student is left behind? Let me share with you some secret tools that I have been using in my Pdpr sessions. Google Meet allows me to see, listen and speak to my students in real time. It works on any device. Screen sharing with participants is one of the best features provided. Bluecut is one of the best applications to engage students for a longer period of time as it is simple to use and interactive. It has a variety of game modes, so I don't have to invest laborious hours creating resources in other platforms. Wheel of Name. This tool helps me to get the entire class to respond. I let the group leader to type the names of their group members and let them spin. It cheers when we land on a name. Mentimeter. It enables me to engage with students using live polls, word clouds, quizzes, and multiple choice questions, just to name a few. It also helps me to track learning and understanding by asking questions and get the results instantly. It is suitable in assessment for learning. Another interesting Pdpr education game is Jeopardy! This game helps the learning process to be fun and engaging, and students get more enthusiastic to learn. It consists of 3 vital elements in teaching: differentiation, assessment for learning, and questioning. Flipped Classroom. There are many tools for Flipped Classroom that can be used to help me to apply this concept. I choose TikTok, PowerPoint presentation, and YouTube for Flipped Classroom. They are always excited to produce creative presentations. Where it's right, I'm a believer that the appearance of a teacher creates an impression into the minds of students at first sight. Teachers dress professionally. The same should go with the students too. I always encourage them to wear something neat, and when they do, I reward them. My Pdpr lessons are based on content standards, subject learning standards, and curriculum alignment document English language year 5 and 6. Classroom-based assessment implementations, which is also known as PBD. I continuously carry out multiple formative assessments after my Pdpr lessons in 3 different methods: observation, speaking, and writing. There are several suitable activities to do for the assessment, such as storytelling, quiz, games, easy project, and role play. Each assessment is recorded in PBD transcript form. Based on data collected from mid-year assessment, 92% of my students were able to achieve TP5. I received positive feedback from my students and their parents pertaining to my Pdpr lessons. I always contribute in making other teachers' Pdpr sessions are also a success. I shared my best practices with teachers in my school in a series of CPDs. I also represented my school in the Trust School Best Pdpr Practices at Johor State level. I'm also honored to be the only presenter in Johor Selangor Cross-Cluster Online CPD Pdpr Best Practices 2021. I have always paid attention to include 3 principles of home-based learning in my best practices, which are: 1. No student is left behind. 2. Follow the content standards, subject learning standards, and curriculum alignment document. And 3. Prioritize students' social-emotional development. I believe there are plenty of strategies, techniques, and applications that teachers can use in their online teaching to promote and engage learning among their students when schools were shut down during the pandemic. The pandemic should have awoken us to be more sensitive and empathetic towards our learners. Students are humans as much as we teachers are.
On that note, I hope this video has given you some alternatives to vary your activities during PDPR so that you can also be a hero.